What's up, fight fans? Thank you once again for coming through. Much appreciated. Remember, hit the subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel. All right, let's talk boxing. Let's talk David Haye, the enigma that is David Haye. So I was watching David Haye on the pads about 5 minutes ago, and he was throwing punches with his left hand, I guess to show that his bicep injury is okay now. And I think, we're 12 weeks away from David Haye versus Tony Bellew 2. And it's strange because I remember prior to the first fight, remember, everyone was saying that David Haye was going to smash Tony Bellew. I think 90% of people said that David Haye would smash Tony Bellew and then move on to the big boy, Anthony Joshua. That was the plan. It didn't quite work out. We all know David Haye had an Achilles problem and he got beat. Realistic question, people. If David Haye smashes Tony Bellew, which I think is possible, could happen. I'm talking sort of second or third round knockout. How realistic is it to start the conversation of Anthony Joshua versus David Haye? And I say this for a couple of reasons. We all want to see Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury. I think those are the fights that we as fight fans want to see. But in terms of the wider market, the casual market, casual fans, and I mean non-boxing fans, don't really know who Deontay Wilder is. And they definitely don't know, well, they might a little bit, but they don't really know who Tyson Fury is either. They know who David Haye is. Non-boxing fans know who David Haye is. So in terms of how big the fight would be, I still think the fight would be bigger commercially, financially, than a Wilder or a Fury match. I think that David Haye just brings that to the table. And that's why I was wondering if it could happen, because boxing's all about money. I mean, Eddie Hearn will look at it and think, I'll do it right now. I'll sign it up right now if it happens. It's even a fight that was talked about, like I said, prior to the Tony Bellew defeat. I'm not sure. Look, I've seen David Haye recently on the pads, and I think this is what kind of made me feel like if, and this is a big if with David Haye, because I've done a video about, nearly a month ago saying it's a Ferrari with no engine. But if David Haye can show that he still has the power, still has the reflexes, still has enough in the tank, and gets rid of Tony Bellew easy, we know what David Haye's about. He's about ch-ch-ch-ching. And he's going to want to call out Anthony Joshua, who 110% will be ringside. And I just feel we're not going to get Fury Joshua in 2018. We're not going to get Wilder Joshua in 2018. Now, the options are a Povetkin, a Pulev, or a Dylan White. I chuck in another option, David Haye. If David Haye smashes through Bellew, then I think the crowd, the fans, Eddie Hearn, Sky, everyone is going to start asking for David Haye versus Anthony Joshua. Do I think it's a super fight? Not really, not what it could have been 2 years ago, or maybe a year and a half ago before the Bellew beat down. But I still think it's a fight that makes sense in all other aspects. And those aspects are, we're not going to get the big fights against the two giants of the division yet. So why not an all-British dust-up, a fight that will do ridiculously good numbers? Why not David Haye versus Anthony Joshua? But guys, let me know what you think. Do you think I'm just chatting a bit of doo-doo here? Do you think even David Haye gets past Tony Bellew? And if he does, how realistic and how far away do you think we are for a Joshua-David Haye showdown? A fight that was talked about a year ago, and not just talked about, it's a fight that a lot of fight fans said, I think Haye will beat Joshua. I remember it. I remember Joshua getting rocked by Dylan White and everyone saying, if that was David Haye in there, David Haye would have beat him. That's only a year and a half ago. Let me know what you think. Peace.